Scout movement was founded by Robert Stephenson Smith Baden-Powell in 1907 in England. Mr. Baden-Powell, who was serving in the army, was sent to Africa to fight the Mafeking War. It is during the war he made use of young boys to be messengers, which proved to be a success. With this experience, after winning the war, he returned to England and started the Scout movement with an experimental camp of 20 boys in the Brownsea Island. Scouting is an educational movement which provides outdoor activities as a means to achieve its purpose of developing young people to take a constructive place and make tangible contributions in their community. Scouting spread to all parts of the world and attracted many young people. Scouting was started in Sri Lanka by Mr. F.G. Stevens in 1912 at Christ Church College, Matale. Since then, Scouting has had its long journey and is well on the way of developing Scouting to greater heights in Sri Lanka with the strategic 10-year plan, which is already under implementation, started in 2003. Sri Lanka Scout Association is an incorporated body by an Act of Parliament, Act number 13 of 1957. The Sri Lanka Scout Council is the administrative body. The Committee of the Council is the executive arm to provide the necessary resources and facilities for the Chief Commissioner to carry out the program of Scout activities, along with his headquarters and district commissioners. The Chief Scout and patron of the Sri Lanka Scout Association is His Excellency Mahinda Rajapaksa, President of Sri Lanka. The Sri Lanka Scout Association has 37 Scout districts with a total number of 46,000 Scouts. Each district has a branch association and an executive committee to manage and administer the district with a district commissioner and his assistants. Young people between the ages of 7 and 18 are enrolled into the movement and are guided by the promise and law of Scouting. Cub Scouts age is 7 to 11 years and the Scouts from 11 to 18 years. Once a Scout makes his promise, he is invested as a member of the World Brotherhood of Scouting. Scouting transcends all barriers of religion, race, caste and creed, and every Scout is a brother to every other Scout from any part of the world. Scouts are trained in various skills and attain proficiency badges leading up to the President's Scout Award. Scout troops function mostly in the school system under a trained Scout leader. Camping, hiking, cooking and a host of other skills are provided for the Scouts using the Scout method of learning by doing. Scouts always true to be useful at all times. During times of disaster, Scouts have been in the forefront offering their services. Scout training produces very disciplined and useful citizens to the community and the country. Scouts have not been involved in any form of antisocial activities. Sri Lanka Scouting will be 100 years old in 2012. A number of events have been earmarked commencing in January with religious activities leading up to the highlight of the centenary with a Jamboree of international status, the first of its kind in Sri Lanka. As a prelude to the centenary events, a cycle tour from north of Sri Lanka to the south was held in February 2011. Jamboree is a get-together of scouts camping. Jamborees are held at various levels, national, regional and world. In the words of Lord Baden-Powell, quote, "I would urge that we do not let our boys be content with the mere fact of being in camp with those of other nations, but that we should encourage them to utilize every minute of the short time they are to make acquaintance and from acquaintance to friendship with their brother scouts, their future fellow men in the world. Each scout will then go from the Jamboree with a new responsibility upon him to his particular district of peace and goodwill." Sri Lanka has had 8 national Jamborees to date. The Centenary World Jamboree was held in 2007 in England, the birthplace of Scouting. The Asia-Pacific region has had 28 Jamborees to date. Sri Lanka is the host of the 29th Asia-Pacific Regional Jamboree, along with the Centenary Jamboree of Sri Lanka to be held from 1st to 6th April 2012 in Dambulla of Matale district, the birthplace of Scouting in Sri Lanka. The 26 member countries of Asia-Pacific region have been invited to send scouts. 1,500 foreign scouts are expected at the Jamboree. 6,000 scouts from Sri Lanka, covering all districts, will participate at this Jamboree. An interesting program of activities has been planned for the 6 days, which includes pioneering, water activities, jungle trails, horse riding, archery, campfires, cultural displays, arena display of the history of scouting in Sri Lanka and other skills. The infrastructure facilities to provide basic amenities are being prepared and involves a large financial implication. At the Jamboree, scouts will exhibit their talents and skills. Large number of visitors are expected to Jamboree from Sri Lanka and abroad.
CI, CI, Aurudu CI, Bharatya Abada, Aurudu CI.